Shalom, all praise to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honors and blessings to the apostle elders of GMS that taught me this truth. And shalom to the Akim that's teaching this truth with sincerity. We only looking for a few prophecies to be fulfilled, and one is the mark of the beast to be, imposed, where everybody have to take it. Either you take it or they will kill you. VI the guillotine, and we waiting for WW3 to jump off the thermonuclear fire to cleanse this planet. And I'm just going to the one after the WW3, the thermonuclear fire. The nukes are set off. And I'm just going to start right into it. Matthew 24 and 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And this is when the thermonuclear missiles are set off. When we go into thermonuclear war, World War III, it's going to be a thermonuclear war. It's starting off right now with Trump trade war, but it's going to get ramped up into a thermonuclear war, where these other countries is going to start launching them missiles off at America. and some of the other places around the world. There's some going to hit in Israel, because that land needs to be cleansed, and some of these other countries around. And the earth shall be shaken like the scriptures say. The earth shall be real to and full like a drunkard. The earth is going to be shaken, literally. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels, and this when Yahawashi returns, and they're going to be shocked to see that he's not that white image that these Edomites put up. He's not that white guy with that white hair. And they're gonna be shocked to see that he's gonna be upset, and he's not coming to give out warm hugs and what they think that he's going to be doing. As the scriptures say, he's coming to make war against the nations, and they're going to try to fight him, but they won't win. Because I'm going to go into that in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, when he returns, because, the scriptures give, glimpses of how it's going to go down. But, these Edomites, took these books out of the Bible, because they don't want you to understand what's actually going down and who this book is actually for. This book is not for the whole world. It's only for the so-called Israelites, the so-called Afro-Americans, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans. This is not your book. The rest of you heathen nations. This is only for the children of Israel. This book is for us. And it's our history. And when he come, he's coming in the clouds. The so-called UFOs, what we call IFOs. We know what they are. They're not unexplained aerial phenomena. We know those are the chariots of the Most High. Back in the day, in the old Negro spirituals, we used to sing "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot." But now times, we let Esau have us thinking that the little green man up in there, those aliens in there, there's like in Roswell, they got aliens over there in that damn Air Force base over there, but we already know what's up. We know those are the chariots of the Lord, and when Yahawashi returned, him and his angels was going to come back, and they're going to be fighting in them chariots. They're going to be like War of the World of that movie. They're going to be zapping and beating people to powder. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna get that scripture also too in Ezra 2, and it shall send. He shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, and Israel is scattered all over the four corners of the whole earth, but a lot of us is right here in America, and when the thermonuclear missiles strike this land, hey, that's when the before the missiles hit this ground, that's when the so-called what they think is these wacky tacky Christians think that the rapture is is matter of fact, they think the day of the Lord is a 7-year period, but it's just only a 1-day event. And they think that it's going to be the rapture, and then 6 years of tribulation, and then another, then Yahawashi come and a war against the nations. But no, it's all happening in 1 day. And I'm gonna get I got a book on prophecy. I had grabbed this book a long time ago before I came into the truth, and I'm do a video on it probably tomorrow on it about what these Christians believe that the day of the Lord is supposed to be like, and hopefully it'll be edifying. Uh, uh, um, but he's going to be gathering his elect, so-called Afro-Americans, so-called Latinos, the so-called Israelite foreigners, and the Native Americans from the four winds of the earth, and from one end of heaven to the other, and they think that they grasp understanding what's going to happen, but they don't have a clue. They since they don't use the whole road, they don't have the true understanding what's going to happen. And this is the scripture I was talking about, referring to. This is Second Ezra 13th chapter, and it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there rose a wind from the sea, and it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, a man waxed strong with 1,000 heavens, and he turned his countenance to look, and all things trembled that was seen under him. And when Yahawashi cracked them skies, all eyes is going to see him. Every living soul is going to see him when he cracked them skies, and they're going to tremble. And whensoever his voice went out of his mouth, they all burnt that heard his voice, like as the earth felleth when it filled the fire. And just like also the scripture said, at the killing of the Lord, it's going to be many. It's going to be literally many. It's going to be bodies on top of bodies of the killing of the Lord. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered a multitude of men, and out of the number from the four winds of the heaven, to subdue the man that came out of the sea. And this is the one who the world Indian called Jesus, but we call him Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. He's our savior. We don't, us men of Great Millstone, we don't refer to that name of Jesus Christ. We believe in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Yahawah, the Father, uh, Bahasham in the name, uh, Yahawashi. The name of the Holy Begotten Son, and Yahawah, his name means he exists. He the be, and he breathed. He breathed the breath of life in you. And his son named Yahawashi means he delivers, he saves, and them chariots going to be destroying and delivering the men of Israel at the same time. And it's going to be wild, because it's also a scripture in Revelations talking about we're going to be in the chariots watching the earth mixed with fire, that thermonuclear destruction. And after these two events happen, the mark of the beast and the thermonuclear destruction of America, hey, it's going to be checkmate for all these nations, and the whole tribe of the world is going to mourn. And this when Yahawashi returns, and this is when they stop trying to fight each other, and then matter of fact, let me keep reading. Second Ezra 13:5. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was another great multitude of men, and out of the number from the four winds of heaven, to subdue the man that came out of the sea. They're going to stop fighting each other, and then they're going to try to fight Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi and his angels. And it's going to be like Independence Day, the way they're going to come in, and the angels and Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, the way they're going to come in, they're going to block the sky out with the Most High chariots. But I beheld, and lo, he graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. And Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is going to be in a big, giant chariot the size of a mountain. And I would have seen the region or place or will out, the hill was greater, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, there were gathered together together to do him. They were so afraid, yet thirst to fight, and they are going to fight Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. They're gonna be so afraid, but the spirit of the Most High is still gonna make them want to fight Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, because the Most High is a man of war. He loves to fight for his people, the children of Israel. And lo, he saw as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, neither he lifted up a hand, nor held a sword, nor any instrument of war. And it's going to be so easy the way Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is going to destroy them. It's going to be so simple. It's going to be so perfect the way he destroyed and bring these nations down to their knees. But I only saw that out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lip a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and a tempest, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burnt them up every one, so that the sudden innumerable multitude was nothing to be perceived, but only dust and the smell of smoke. And when I saw this, I was afraid. And this right here, the Most High is going to, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is going to beat them into powder. the scriptures say, right? I'm gonna read it again. Uh, 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 um, They was all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flame of breath, the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude that was prepared to fight against Yahawashi, and burnt them up every one. So the southern new multitude were nothing perceived but only dust and the smell of smoke. And when I saw this, I was afraid, and you know, I'm fearful just reading that, just thinking that the power of the Lord is going to destroy them so hard and so swiftly. Man, it's amazing that he's going to do all this great work just to show who he loves and who are the true children of his calling. And afterward, I saw the same man come down from the mountain and call unto him another peaceable multitude. Those are the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. It's so-called Afro American, so-called Latino, so-called Native Americans. You know, hey, it's the so-called saints. Israel are the saints. You know, and after there came much people unto him, and some were glad, and some were sorry, and some of them were bound, and others some were brought to them that were offered. And I was sick through great fear, and I awakened. I said, and that's the deliverance of us being delivered and saved from this kingdom, these rulers of this world, and the only ones that need saving is the children of Israel. You know, what do these rulers need saving, salvation from? They run in this world right now. That's the reason why Yahawashi got to come and bring them down. You know, he's just not just bringing one nation down, like he brought Egypt back down when he delivered us out of Egypt, but he's going to deliver us out of all these nations' hands, and he's going to bring all these nations down. And it's going to be a great thing when Yahawashi do this. And hey, this is what it's all about, man. Just you know, getting yourself ready to get up out of here, man, because it's going to happen, and Yahawashi is going to do it. He's going to make good on his word. And I got one last scripture I want to get. It's 2 Ezra 16 and 11. And Yahawah shall threaten, and who shall not utterly be beaten to powder at his presence. And he's gonna beat these people, a lot of these nations, and these people in these nations. They're gonna zap them with them and disintegrate them into dust. He's gonna literally beat them into powder. He's gonna remove all moisture out of them. They're gonna turn into powder, dust. And the earth shall quaken, and the foundation thereof, the seas rises up with waves from the deep, and the waves thereof are trouble, and the fishes thereof also. And behold, the Lord, before Yahawashi and the glory of his power. And when Yahawashi said when he returned, he will not meet them as a man. And he's going to literally beat them down into powder. And it's going to be a marvelous work that the Most High do through his son, Yahawashi and his angels. And for strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow, and his arrows that shooteth are sharp and shall not miss, and they shall not be shot into the ends of the world. And when World War III jumps off, when a thermonuclear strike starts, those missiles gonna fall and will not be shot again. All the missiles will be used up. And behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. And they're going to launch from one end of the world to the other end of the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out of it until it consumes the foundations of the earth. And it's just what it is. That thermonuclear fire is a cleansing angel, and it has to consume it. The filth and all the wickedness works of this planet, even the 2/3. They need the thermonuclear fire to cleanse them. And like as an arrow which shooteth is shot of a mighty archer, it turneth not backwards, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not turn again. And like I say, these thermonuclear devices, these ICBM thermonuclear missiles, are made for this one purpose: to cleanse the earth and start the killing of the Lord. The day of the Lord. As soon as this happens, Yahawashi is going to return. His angels are coming with him. They're going to blot out the sky. They're going to come gather up the saints, and they're going to deliver the men of Israel, his elect, and the 2/3 or the 1/3 of Israel, the remnant. And they the ones that are going to be delivered. And verse 17, Ezra 16 and 17, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? And Ezra is here right now. All the saints are here right now. Ezra, Ezekiel, Isaiah, Job, all of them. Every last one of the saints are here right now. I hope this video was edifying, and with that said, a Shalom and a blah blah blah.